Okay, so hopefully you've had a chance to go over letters A, B, and C on your own. This is now going to give you a chance to check your work with mine. I am keeping my notes right up here so I can refer back to those for every problem. So if I'm looking at A, step 1 says change to an improper fraction if needed. I don't need to, so now I can move to step 2. Step 2 says to simplify. So remember, I'm looking for common factors in my numerators and my denominators. I can't simplify this fraction. I know 3 and 2 do not have common factors, so I can't simplify those. I know 1 and 5 don't. So we can go ahead and move on to step 3, which is multiplying our numerators. So 3 times 1. And then step 4 is multiplying our denominators, 5 times 2. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 times 2 is 10. And then the last step is to simplify when needed. And we cannot simplify 3/10, so we leave that alone. That is our answer. Pretty simple on that one. All right, let's look at B. B, you notice here that this is not a fraction. Okay, in our previous slide on our notes, we changed this to a fraction by putting it over 1. Putting a whole number over 1 does not change the value of it. So I'm going to keep the 2/3 the same, times, remember I put the negative with the numerator, so times -4, and to make that a fraction, I just simply put it over 1. Okay, and then I would simplify if needed. Remember, I'm going back up here to my steps. Simplify if needed on step 2. I'll look at these fractions here and these here to see if I can simplify. Then I'm going to look across. 2 and 1, 3 and 4. No common factors here. No common factors when I'm looking across either. So now I can multiply straight across. Numerator times numerator, so 2 times -4. Denominator times denominator, so 3 times 1. 2 times -4 is -8. 3 times 1 is 3. So we've done step 3 and 4. Step 5 says to simplify when needed. We don't want to leave this as an improper fraction. So remember your rule, top dog in the house. Okay? And if you'll look here, my fraction's negative. So if you want to go ahead, you know that your answer here is going to be negative. So you can put that up there just as a reminder so you don't forget. 3 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. I'm going to subtract 8 minus 6 gives me 2. 2 is my remainder. Remainder becomes the numerator. And then we put the 3 here. And that is our answer for B, -2 and 2/3. All right. Next one is C. C, we're going to follow the exact same rules up here that we have been. Change to an improper fraction. No need to do that. Step 2 says simplify when needed. All right, I can't simplify 1/3. I can't simplify 3/7. But if you'll look here, I've got a 3 in the numerator here, 3 in the denominator here. So those are common factors. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 3 one time here. I am keeping the negatives. Nothing changed there. And then I would check these, and I can't simplify that. So now I'm going to multiply straight across. We are now at step 3 where we're multiplying our numerators. So I keep the sign with it. So -1 times -1. Over your denominator is now 1 times 7. Negative times a negative if you need to. That's where you could use your tic-tac-toe. And I look here, negative times a negative. So negative times a negative is a positive. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. That can't be simplified any further. So that is our answer. Now, because we simplified here, we don't have to simplify later here. If we hadn't have simplified here, we would have had to reduce it and simplify over here. So it just makes your life a lot easier if you simplify here first.